fins. To run in air, you have to overcome the resistance that this gas opposes to your advancement. In practice, you have to move the air molecules that are in front of you and shift others behind so as to occupy the void left by the displacement of your body. When you enter the water, because of the greater density of water compared to air, you have to move a much larger number of molecules. The resistance to advancement is therefore greater, and beyond a certain limit, your muscle power becomes insufficient. To move in the water, it is necessary to use a different method of movement. Swimming. At the end of the Second World War, divers learned to swim effectively underwater thanks to an invention that is fundamental to our activity: fins. Over the years, studies on hydrodynamics have caused the shape of the fins to change considerably. We have gone from short rubber fins to long carbon fibre ones. A fin is even more valid when with the same effort it allows us to move a greater distance. The effort produced by our legs is our real engine, and as such must be fully translated into propulsive thrust. This requirement is much more accentuated in freediving than scuba diving. When freediving, the dive times are dictated by the duration of the oxygen in our lungs, and therefore it must be exploited to the utmost. Most freediving fins have interchangeable blades, so it is possible to just change the blade while retaining the same shoe. Two features are essential: the full-foot shoe and the long blade. Very often, we tend to overlook the importance of the shoe in favour of the blade. Instead, a good shoe is essential for effective and comfortable finning. The foot pocket transmits the effort of the legs to the blade, so there must be no energy losses at this stage. The loss of energy could be caused either by a foot pocket that is too large, or on the contrary, by an uncomfortable fitting shoe, which with time makes it difficult to fin correctly. An uncomfortable fit can cause circulatory problems to the foot, tingling, numbness and cold. The characteristics of a good fit that result in the best possible performance must be comfort and a snug fit. The foot pocket must therefore be made of soft rubber around the toes, the heel and the upper part of the shoe. On the contrary, it must have a rigid sole in order to obtain greater thrust. The numbering varies by 2 sizes at a time, so it is very important when trying them on to always remember in what conditions will the fins normally be used, meaning with what kind of socks they will be worn. By switching from a thick sock to a lighter one, you might have problems as the fin will no longer fit snugly. This type of problem can be solved by changing the shoe according to the season, but keeping the same blades. This is just one of the advantages of the technical fins for freediving that have interchangeable blades. The size and hardness of the blades must be chosen carefully, taking into account the numerous factors which influence performance. Long blade fins are essential for diving to deeper depths. However, they can also be a hindrance and more tiring for descents in shallow water. And when moving around on the surface, a slightly shorter fin is easier to manage in these situations. The hardness of the blade is another very important factor, perhaps the most essential one. There is no set hardness of the blade suitable for all needs, but there are many different types of blades, from plastic to different carbon compounds, all with different hardnesses. If a lot of weight is used, as in the case of a somewhat stout freediver who dives to shallow depths, a medium hard blade would be best. If on the other hand, just a little weight is used, as in the case of a slim freediver who goes to great depths, a soft blade would be better. Even athletes for their deep dives are orienting their choice towards a soft blade, preferring some extra movement to the greater effort needed for the harder blades. There are numerous factors that help determine which combination of shoe and fin blade is ideal. Your PSS instructor will guide you in choosing the fins best suited to the freediving activities you will be doing.